Welcome and happy new year, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a bit longer than I wanted to before I returned to this YouTube channel to tell you about how I'm going to be spending my 2026 with gaming. But I've been taking a little bit of time. I have been unplugging and I have been writing stuff down in this 2026 gaming journal that I set up. So let's talk about it. So I spent a little bit of time redoing my desk. As you can tell, I finally have a cool little monitor back there. I don't know how it will look in the actual video, so I'm curious to see that, how that will take shape down the line. But this year is an interesting year for me because I wanted to figure out how I could reconnect with gaming, and it really happened whenever I got my yearly review back from Sony and Nintendo, and I had only played like 2 or 3 games for like the entire year. I think last year I really only remember playing games like Mario Kart World. We have, of course, Digimon Time Stranger and Legends ZA. I played a little bit of titles here and there, but I didn't really connect with video games like I had done in the past. 2025 was really a year where I decided to take a step back and figure out what I wanted to do with video games, and it took me a while, but I think we're finally there. So I decided in 2026 that I wanted to take a step forward and try a different way of cataloging the games I play. Before 2025, my main focus with video games was recording them in hopes that one day I would do a review, or if I wanted to talk about my experiences, I wanted to make sure I had some form of recording or way to show that I physically played a game, more than just achievements or me saying that I did. And this ultimately almost completely changed how I interact with video games in general. It took the enjoyment out of it for the most part because I wasn't actually enjoying myself playing the games. I was more focused on how many games can I beat this year, and can I record, and can I talk about, and all of these things. And it kind of just made this divide of what I actually wanted to be working on. So for 2026, I decided to take a step back, and while I am still recording some games, I'm currently 6-ish, maybe 6.5 hours into my playthrough of Expedition 33, a game I'm super excited to talk about at some point on this channel. And I'm also prepping things like I want to do a marathon of the Switch Pokemon games. I'm also trying my hardest to make decisions on games that I should just play for myself and have fun playing them. I very rarely use my Switch systems as handhelds, and this is the year I want to expand my horizons. I want to maybe get into the Steam Deck. I want to pursue more PC gaming with the Steam machine when it comes out later this year or next year. Whenever it's coming out, I want to take a look at it and see if it would be worth purchasing for me. And I also just want to use my Switch more as a handheld around the house and enjoy playing games that I just don't have the capacity to sit down and record or even want to play at my monitor and my desk. Gaming used to be this fun. I would sit down on the couch, I would play these games, and I would enjoy myself, and it just isn't that for me anymore because of the mentality I have with this whole computer setup and this streaming and gaming thing that I've been doing since about 2018. Okay, so full circle, where does this 2026 gaming journal come into? And the fact that I am already way more pages into it than I thought because I've been cataloging each of my gaming sessions means that this might not last for all of 2026. Or I might have to change how I'm using it. But I do have 3 of these things, and I will use it if I want to. I can add a little date thing down here if I need to say, oh, January through yada yada yada. But let me explain what this thing is. So I have different lists, and I'll add some B-roll here so it makes a lot more sense rather than you just having to look at my face. I have these lists of my backlogged games that I want to finish this year, all by console. So I have Switch, Switch 2, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and then other. These are just games that I would love to sit down and play, games I really want to complete, or games that have been in my backlog for a long time and that I would love to finish. So Expedition 33 being one of them. I've been wanting to play this game since it came out last year and I just haven't played it. Things like Octopath Traveler, Ni no Kuni, Hollow Knight, Super Mario Odyssey, Red Dead 2, Greedfall, the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart game. There's so many games that I want to play that I legitimately haven't played. And some of these I want to record myself playing, talk about on the channel, do like actual reviews of them, and other things I just want to play and have fun. I don't want to feel forced to record all of my games anymore, and that's why this journal kind of exists for me. I also have things like my games for 2026 wish list that are coming out, ones that have release dates, ones that don't have release dates. I have games that I don't currently own but would love to purchase right now, like Cyberpunk 2077. I don't own that game, or The Outer Worlds 2. I like the first game a lot and would like to play the second one. I have games I would love to replay this year, like the Pokemon games, or Borderlands, or Dishonored, Death's Door. There's so many games I'd like to replay, and this is kind of a list that I have set up so I can actually just enjoy them. I also started a list, currently just has Clair Obscur and Anthem on it. We'll talk about Anthem probably in another video, of games I've played in 2026 so far. And then to conclude this like introduction section of this journal, I have a monthly gaming challenges section where I've kind of written down one challenge a month that I would like to complete. And it's okay if I don't complete them. They're not here to be these like stop gaps, and hopefully I can actually try to complete some of these things. Like for January, Carly and I actually haven't sat down yet, but I'm sure we can probably do it either today or tomorrow and start playing the Lego Voyagers co-op game. I would love to play more games with Carly this year, and it would be super fun to start with that one because I had purchased it a handful of weeks ago and we still have yet to start playing it. So I would love to sit down and start doing that at some point, and get the couch co-op-y feeling back before they release a couple of games that I'm really excited about that are co-op. They are really pushing, ever since It Takes Two won Game of the Year a couple of years ago, they've really started to push this co-op gaming on into the ether, and I've been really enjoying it because I have someone who enjoys playing them with me. So I want to definitely push towards doing more of those this year whenever those games actually start to release, if they aren't incredibly expensive, which games have been really expensive lately. So as long as they're not like break the bank expensive, I think it'll definitely be a fun investment. I plan on making like videos specific to each of these challenges, about the games I played or how I did the challenge or what I did for the challenge. So look forward to seeing a video specifically on Lego Voyagers and maybe different co-op games that look like they would be really fun. That will probably come sometime in February, depending on the schedule and when I finish the challenge. But I don't want to talk too much on it right now because I feel like I would end up just talking about the same things that I talked about in my It Takes Two review and that I will talk about in the future. And so after this, I really feel like the notebook opens up into the space that allows me to feel like I don't have to record everything. And I don't know if you'll be able to read these. I'm gonna put it up to the camera now. It's probably too washed out at the moment, but I have these what I'm calling session notes, which is the date, how long I played the game, and the game I played, and then just some notes like things I liked, things I didn't like, a little like paragraph on the stuff, and if I'm gonna keep playing the game, just like a very short kind of abstract. These are my thoughts directly after that session. And if I'm being honest, it's been fantastic. I actually just started playing last night Darksiders Genesis, which I'm not recording. I'm playing it handheld only on my Switch 2, and the notebook actually allowed me to write my thoughts down on paper and still feel like I was cataloging that game in my backlog library, feeling, but I didn't have to record it to feel like I was actually doing something. Honestly, Darksiders Genesis isn't even a game I'll probably talk about on the channel. I just want to enjoy myself and play a game that's not on my computer, and also at my own pace. Like, if I want to drop it for a couple months and pick it back up 2 or 3 months from now because I'm not enjoying it and I want to try something else, I can totally do that. And then I can take something like Expedition 33 and I can use these notes to formulate my YouTube video or my review that I plan on making later. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It really helps me with my reviews, and it also helps me just take the burden off of how am I recording these things and how is it actually working. So for 2024, I did way too much gaming all at once. In 2025, I was so burnt out on gaming that I didn't really game at all. And for 2026, I really just want to try my best to play and enjoy the games that I want to play at the pace that I want to play them. I don't need video games to be my only outlet. I have a lot of other things that I want to do. I enjoy playing video games for an hour or 2 hours a day at my computer, but I think if I started maybe playing games more in a retro handheld function, I might actually play more games that way. If you made it this far in the video, I will let you know that I did just purchase my first retro handheld. I won't say exactly what it is, but I'm excited to play some old games and toss it in my bag and bring it to work and bring it on trips and be able to play things that I haven't played in a while in a format that feels relative to how it felt when I was growing up. Do I think that that might spawn videos or anything? I don't know for sure. It might be a one video about the device where I talk about playing older games on it and nostalgia and all that stuff, but I'm not entirely sure if I really want to save any games anymore for videos. I just want to come up with some ideas, play games for those ideas, and just make videos on this channel and have fun with it. So if you did enjoy this video, I'm trying not to make it too long. Make sure you hit the like button and check back for the next video on the channel. I'm not entirely sure if it will be a Legends ZA kind of review. I'm trying to shorten it right now, so because it was like almost 2 hours long, and to be honest with you, I don't really want to make a video that long, mostly because editing it is a complete nightmare. But if you guys are excited for that, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see me talk about Time Strangers, let me know in the comments below as well. I would love to talk about that. And if you're curious about how the actual gaming journal is going, I haven't decided if I'm going to do monthly recaps or not, but I think I definitely am going to do these monthly challenge kind of videos where I talk about how the challenge went and that kind of stuff. So hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you hit the sub button and the like, all the normal YouTube stuff, and I will catch you back in the next video. Goodbye.